Assalamu alaikum class. How are you all? I hope you are fine and enjoying your good health. I am your teacher, Ma'am Nimsha, and this is your revision lesson of social studies. So let's begin. Rubbish and recycling. In this unit, we will learn about what is litter, the problems caused by litter, what is rubbish, and the conservation of environment by practicing the 3 R's. The learning objectives of this lesson are: by the end of this lesson, you should be able to know about the effects of litter and rubbish on the environment, to know what problems does litter cause, and to learn about the conservation of environment by practicing the 3 R's. Class, what can you see in the picture? You can see the plastic bottles, plastic cans, wrappers, dirt, and dirty water. So all this is litter. Litter is anything that is left lying in open places such as parks, streets, or beaches. And it could be drink cans, bottles, or wrappers, etc. So class, can you tell me that litter is harmful or useful for the environment? Obviously it is very harmful for the environment. How does litter is harmful for the environment? It is harmful because it makes our parks, beach, streets look very messy. Litter can also kill animals because animals used to eat these litter, and by eating it, animals can die. It also pollutes our water, which can make us ill. And litter attracts different type of rats, flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches that can cause diseases. So litter is very much harmful for the environment. Class, now what can you see in the picture? You can see old and useless things which are no longer needed. So class, this all is rubbish. Rubbish is anything we no longer need or want, such as old toys, broken TV, or an old computer, or anything else which we no longer need or use. That is rubbish. Conservation of environment by practicing 3 R's. What are the 3 R's, class? How can we change our environment by practicing the 3 R's? The first one is reduce, second is reuse, and third is recycle. By practicing these 3 R's, we can change our environment. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. So what is the meaning of reduce? Reduce means to use less and not waste. For example, you should turn off the water while you are washing dishes or brushing your teeth. Okay, now I will tell you that what are the ways that how we can reduce rubbish. First of all, buy only what you need. Buy the things that will last longer and that can be repaired. Buy things that have little or no packaging. And share things you don't use very often. And buy things that can be reused in some other ways. So these were the ways to reduce. Next is reuse. What does reuse means? Reuse means finding other ways of using things instead of throwing them away. So in this picture, you can see some examples. You can see some things that can be reused. For example, plastic bottles, jugs or containers, clothing, beddings and towels, newspaper or office paper, scrap paper, plastic bags, glass bottles and jars. These all can be reused. So students, if you don't know how to reuse these things, then sell or give away these things so that someone else can reuse it. And if you know how to reuse it, then make new things by using these old things. And one more example to reuse is that use writing paper on both sides. Never waste paper. Paper is very important, class. So never waste paper. Use both sides of the paper. So class, what does recycle means? Recycle means to use something that has already been made and used and make into something else. In this way it can be used again. So how can you recycle? Buy the things that have been made from recycled materials. And buy goods in the containers that can be recycled, such as glass bottles or tin cans. These all can be recycled. So class, what are the examples of 3 R's? How we can reduce, reuse and recycle the things. Okay, reduce. Buy less things if you want to reduce. Okay, reuse. Drink from bottles that can be used again each day. This is the example of reuse. An example of recycle is put paper into a recycling bin so it can be made into new papers. So these were the examples of 3 R's. I hope that these 3 R's are clear to you now. Class, now I am going to tell you an interesting example of 3 R's. There is a group working in Karachi known as Gulbahau Group. Okay, their work is to collect the waste material from schools, homes, offices. And what do? They use the waste material to make new things. New things such as houses. As you can see, picture of house. This house is made by using the waste material. The Gulbahau group has worked on it and they has made this beautiful house by using waste. Can you imagine how beautiful it is? This house has been made from old foil and bamboo. So class, you can also reuse, recycle and reduce the things, and you can also make new things from it. Okay class, so it's checkup time. Your first blank is dash is anything that is left lying in open places such as parks, streets or beaches. Your next blank is dash means having less rubbish in the first place. Third blank for you is return or material to a previous stage in a cyclic process is called as. And fourth blank is buy goods in containers that can be dash such as glass bottles or tin can. Class, your fifth blank is litter pollutes water and can make us dash. Next blank is 3 R's stand for dash, dash and dash. This one is very easy. And the last blank is a group named Gulbahau made a house with old foil and dash. Hurry up, think about the answers. Okay, now it's time to check the answers. The first answer was litter is anything that is left lying in open places such as parks, streets or beaches. Next was reduce means having less rubbish in the first place. Third blank is return material to a previous stage in a cyclic process is called as recycling. And fourth blank was buy goods in a container that can be recycled such as glass bottles or tin cans. So class, your fifth blank was litter pollutes water and can make us ill. Next blank was 3 R's stands for reduce, reuse and recycle. And last blank was a group named Gulbahao made a house with old foil and bamboo. So these were all the answers. I hope that you have chosen your answer correctly. Okay class, so now let us discuss your home task. Class, your home task is that you have to read unit number 4 and you have to learn the main points from book page number 24 till book page number 27. You should have your blue pencils or highlighters with you while reading because you should highlight all the main points. It will help you a lot in your exams. I hope that you have enjoyed today's lesson. Take care of yourself, class. Allah Hafiz.